Hey everybody, good afternoon. Derek here. I have a old story that I love to tell and I haven't actually said it for a while. So give it a listen. It's called the Doubling Penny Story, or How to Live Happily Ever After. A wealthy king had a beautiful daughter, and when the princess was old enough to marry, all of the eligible young men in the kingdom came to ask for her hand. One by one, the king spoke to them to see if they were worthy of the princess and the fortune that came with her. Since whoever married his daughter would one day rule his kingdom, the king wanted his future son-in-law to have the wisdom and patience needed to lead his subjects. After speaking with hundreds of suitors, the king narrowed the choices down to 3 men. He told the 3 men that to make his decision, he would hire all of them for 30 days. And during that time, he would observe the way that they made decisions. The king said he would pay for their work, and they could choose their own method of payment. I will pay you $10,000 a day for 30 days, he said. Or, if you choose, I will pay you a single penny for 1 day, and I will double that penny each day for 30 days. The 3 young men made their choices and began to work. At the end of 30 days, the king gathered them together to announce his decision. Before we finish the story, let me ask you, which method of payment would you have chosen? Would you have chosen $10,000 a day or the doubling penny? At $10,000 a day, obviously for 30 days, it's $300,000. Would you have chosen a guaranteed $300,000 or the unknown? Well, while you're thinking about that, let's continue with the story. So $10,000 a day, obviously the first day is $10,000, and a penny a day, obviously the first day is a penny. But what happens after 10 days? Well, after 10 days, your $10,000 per day is $100,000, and your doubling penny is $10.23. About 2/3 of the way through the month, which is now 20 days, your $10,000 per day is $200,000. Your penny double for the first 20 days is just over $10,000. $10,485.75 to be exact. It's a lot of work for $10,000, but $10,000 a month is not too shabby. It's not $200,000, but it's nothing to sneeze at. So are you still happy with your choice? Let's find out. There's only 10 days left. At the end of 30 days, if you had chosen $10,000 a day, you would have received $300,000. We know that. It's guaranteed. That's what we already knew what you were going to get. But if you had chosen the doubling penny, you'd have more than $10 million. $10,737,417 to be exact. On the last day alone, you'd have been paid more than $5 million. We call this compounding. And that's how you create massive growth, in a short amount of time. So by looking back, you'll see on the 24th day, you would have $240,000. With the doubling penny, you would only have $167,000, $167,772.16 to be exact. But if you look at the last 5 days, that's on the 24th, but if you look at the last 5 days of the month, with the doubling penny, in those last 5 days, your daily income grows from $167,772.16 to over $5 million. $5,368,708.80. That's why Albert Einstein called compound interest the greatest mathematical discovery. But your compounds and compounds and keeps going on, and your rate of growth accelerates. So you can receive a guaranteed amount of money like a weekly paycheck. Or you can take a risk to grow geometrically, compound to compound. I have watched for over the last month, and each one of you is excellent work. The king told the three young men. Only one of you, however, shall have my daughter's hand. And I have made my decision. Actually, I made my decision before you even started to work. Two of you chose to be paid $10,000 a day, the king said to the young man. I really can't fault your decision. Most people would do the same thing. After all, $300,000 is an extraordinary salary for 30 days worth of work. The king turned to the young man who would have his daughter's hand. You chose the dumb one. You gave up a guaranteed $300,000 without knowing how much you would have made. Your willingness to work without a guarantee serves you well, he said. And now you will have fortune as well as my daughter's hand. My daughter's fortune. The bride and groom had a royal wedding. They lived